Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's online class session. In today's class from physics subject, fun with magnets topic we are going to continue. So in yesterday's class we learnt about what is a magnet, regarding the discovery of magnet, that all things we have discussed. So let's see about poles of magnet in this class. So actually the magnetic materials like iron filings, when they are brought closer to a magnet, they do not stick evenly to all parts of the magnet. If we bring some iron filings to the magnet, that filings do not get attracted to all the parts of the magnet uniformly. They stick more on certain parts. They stick more on certain parts of a magnet, which we have discussed already. So these are called poles of a magnet. So if you take a magnet and if you bring some iron filings near to the magnet, most of the iron filings get attracted towards the end part of the magnet. Why? Means the attraction power of the magnet is located more at the ends of the magnet, or the magnetic force is strongest at the end parts. Strongest at the end parts. So these end parts we call them as poles. So magnet will be having two ends. It may be bar magnet, rectangular magnet, or it may be a circular magnet, or it may be a ring magnet, or it may be a horseshoe magnet. Any kind of magnet, all kinds of magnets will have mainly two end parts, which acts like poles, So next, like this. So this is a bar magnet. Here this end part will act like North Pole. This end part will act like South Pole. North Pole, South Pole. Like this. Like this, we will be having two poles for each and every magnet. Two types of poles in every magnet. So irrespective of its shape, the magnet may be in any shape. Just now we have told. It may be, what are the shapes of magnet? Bar magnet, horseshoe magnet, ring magnet, cylindrical magnet. Two ends spherical balls will be there. That kind of magnets. So any kind of magnet, so they will be having only two poles. So these are by convention. By convention means by our comfort, like that. They are called as North Pole and South Pole. Here you can observe in this figure number no need here. According to the above figure, so all the magnets, they will be having two poles. One is North Pole, another one is South Pole. These two poles, they do not exist independently. They do not exist independently. Means a single pole magnet do not exist. Now here you have a magnet which is having North Pole and South Pole. If you cut it into two parts, here North Pole is there, here South Pole is there. Do they exist with single pole like this? No, because we made them into two parts. So this part automatically it will develop the nature of South Pole at this free end, because already North Pole is there. So this end tries to behave like a South Pole. So for the second piece, already here South Pole is there. The other free end acts like a North Pole. So this north and south poles, they always exist in pairs. They always exist in pairs. Means they exist together. Unipole magnet. Unipole magnet means the magnet having single pole. That unipole magnet do not exist. It is not possible. Okay, they always exist together. They always exist together. So the magnet may be having any shape, but still they used to have two kinds of poles. One is north pole, another one is south pole. Okay. So pole means, what is pole? Where the place where the maximum attraction power of the magnet is located, that place, that part is called as a pole. Actually, where is it? Located at the ends of the magnet. Located at the ends of the magnet. Next. So, attraction and repulsion. So, here, when the two magnets brought close to each other, close means nearer. Close means nearer to each other. They are either pulled towards or pushed away from each other. These two things may happen. When two magnets, we bring them close to each other, they may pull towards each other. Means they may come near, or they may push away. They may go far away from each other. So why? Means the magnets which are pulled towards, we can tell that they are attracting each other. They are attracting each other. So between the magnets, this attraction will work. So when they are pushed away from each other, we can tell that they are repelling each other. Repel means throw away. They are repelling each other. So between two magnets, repulsion may occur. So this attraction and repulsion are the two properties. Attraction and repulsion are the two properties which we can observe between two magnets. Okay, two properties exist between two magnets. But do they exist at the same time? No, either attraction or repulsion. That's why we are using the word either or. Means when we bring two magnets, they may attract or they may repel. Any one property they will show. But how this attraction and repulsion, on what thing it will depend? It depends on the poles of the magnet which we are bringing closer, or the poles which are facing each other. So basing on the pole type, of the pole, this attraction and repulsion may happen. Okay, children? Here, what is attraction and repulsion? Coming near is called attraction. Going far away is called repulsion. These two properties are shown by what? These two properties are shown by the magnet. It depends on what? It depends on what type of poles are facing each other. Okay, let's see with the examples. So here, if opposite poles are facing each other, then attraction will happen. If you are bringing opposite poles, it means one is north pole, another one is south pole. If we are bringing them together, then attraction will happen. Repulsion. What about repulsion? Repulsion will happen when similar poles are facing each other. Means north pole or south pole. When similar poles are facing each other, then repulsion may happen. So like this, if we bring north and south poles nearer to each other, because these two are unlike poles, so that's why they will attract. That's why they will attract. Suppose if you bring North Pole and North Pole, this North Pole, they are the like poles. So that's why they will move far away from each other. We call it as repulsion. So magnets will show these properties, attraction property and repulsion property. Suppose, so when unlike poles means when north and south poles brought nearer to each other, or south and north poles brought nearer to each other, they attract. This is called attraction. This is called attraction. Here, see, the two magnets, they are behaving like friends. Why? Means different poles, unlike poles, are facing each other. Unlike poles are facing each other. So attraction we can observe. They behave like friends. Whereas if you see this picture, they are behaving like enemies. Why? Means like poles or similar poles facing each other. So they move far away from each other. When we bring South Pole and South Pole, North Pole and North Pole, we can observe repulsion. Either north and north, south and south, when like poles are facing each other, we will observe they will repel with each other. We call it as repulsion. Okay. So next. So the magnet is also having another property, which is a very, very important property, which is used in so many real life situations. That is, when the magnet is suspended freely, it always aligns in north-south direction. So what is the meaning of suspended freely? Actually, in normal usage, suspended means removed from job. Like that meaning will come. It's English word. In physics, suspended means what? Hanging from a rod or from a beam, like that. Suspended freely. Freely means without any force, without any application of force. If we suspend a magnet with the help of thread and with the help of rod freely, so then what happens to the magnet? If it is suspended like this, if it is suspended to a stand with the help of thread, or backside of chair to the rod with the help of thread, then what happens? After some time, it aligns itself. What is the meaning of align here? It will arrange itself. Align means here, what is the meaning, ma? Arrange. It arrange itself in the direction of north and south. Okay, this it will point towards north direction and south direction. In that way, it will align itself. In that way, it align itself. So this is called directional property of magnet. It is called directional property of magnet. So along with the attraction property, along with the repulsion property, so magnet is also having a property called, a special property called directional property. Okay, so that's why it is called lodestone or leading stone. It's why here the word, why they have named it as lodestone, because lode here, the meaning is leading the way, showing the way. How it will show its way? Because of this directional property, it will show. It always point towards north and south direction. So that's why we can find what is north, where is north. If we are able to find where is north, exactly opposite to it, we will have south. To the right of it, we will have east. To the left of it, we will have west. We can find all the directions. Okay. So this property was used by the Chinese sailors in olden days to identify directions when they are traveling in the sea. When they are traveling in the sea. You know about sea, children? It's a huge reservoir of water. When we are in the middle of the sea, there will be nothing. In four directions, we will be seeing water only. We will be seeing water only. In that entire sea, we can't find directions. We can't find directions. So with the help of this property, we can find the directions. Okay, children. So if we break a bar magnet, in the middle, we will get two pieces. Already I have told. Each piece will be having North Pole and South Pole. Suppose one magnet I have taken, I break it into two pieces. Each piece will have North Pole and South Pole. Again two pieces. I break them each piece into two. I break them into four pieces. Then also each piece will be having North Pole and South Pole. Again 4 pieces. If I make into 8 pieces, 8 pieces will behave like individual magnets. 8 small pieces, they behave like 8 small magnets. If I make into 16 pieces, again they will behave like magnet with 2 poles. So that's why already we have told magnet will never exist with single pole. Or unipole does not exist. So that's why all the small pieces of magnets also, they are used to find directions. With the small pieces also we can find the directions. So actually the magnets, they were used for various purposes nowadays. Nowadays we are making use of them in yesterday only we have told ATM card for storing the information, hard disk, or in micro oven, television screen, like that. Now we are making use of them for various purposes. But in olden days, the primary or main use was only to find directions. So because it is having a nature of north and south, aligning itself in north and south direction. Okay. So with the help of this property, in olden days, they have constructed, or they have invented a instrument called compass, magnetic compass. So with the help of directional property, they have invented an instrument called magnetic compass. So here compass means it's a small glass case, containing magnetized needle. This red and blue color, magnetized needle pivoted on a nail. Pivoted means fixed in the middle with the help of a nail. Which pivoted, because here this is the magnetic needle, pivoted in the middle with the help of a nail, so that it can move this side or it can move that side. As this part, it will be the center of the nail, means based on this nail, around the nail, making it as center, it will move towards that side or towards this side, which can be moved freely. That kind of magnetic needle was there in that compass. So when we, and some more directions are there. This is north, east, south, west. Between north and west, northwest, northeast, southeast, southwest, all the directions were indexed on the compass. So when we keep this compass under rest for free for some time, this magnetic needle, it tends to align in the direction of north and south after some time. Means this red paint, this magnetic needle as having red paint, which is considered as north, it will come nearer to this north direction. It will turn around this, turn around for some angle and comes to rest in the direction of already marked north direction. Okay, like this, with the help of compass, they used to find north and south directions in the olden days. So it is also called as magnetic compass. So here pivoted means fixed on a nail such that it can rotate freely around the nail. Next, here this needle can be rotate freely and always points Earth's north and south direction, which are already marked on the compass. So here this is the real compass. On the compass already north and south are really marked. So if you keep a compass on any place, so in that place, after some time, after rotating for some time, this needle will comes and rest in the direction of north and south. Okay. Next. So here, why it is happening like that? Why the magnet is always pointing towards north and south direction when we keep it on any place? Means any place means it is on the earth. Means on the earth, why the magnet is behaving in that strange manner? Because it is under influence of the earth. So already we have told, like poles attract, unlike poles attract, like poles repel, like that already we have told. So here, when a magnet is moving means it is under the influence of another magnet. Suppose here one magnet is there, I am having north magnet here, I am telling in the compass it is moving. Why it is moving? It is under the influence of another magnet which is close to it. So that's why it is moving. So here, what is that other magnet? Because there is one magnet is visible to us. There is no other magnet according to our visibility. So here, when we keep a compass on the earth, the other magnet is the earth itself. It behaves like a huge magnet. It is because of influence of earth, or it is because of giant bar magnet. Giant bar magnet means giant, very big bar magnet like earth. Because of its influence, the needle of the compass is moving. So it means that earth also behaves like a magnet. So that's why under the influence of earth, the compass, in the compass, some of the directions are changing. So here, the earth also behaves like a magnet. If we draw uh, lines for the magnetic force shown by the earth. So this end here, actually this is south. Which south? It is magnetic south. This is magnetic north. So magnet is having two ends. One is north pole, another is south pole. We can also call them as magnetic north pole, magnetic south pole. South pole. But the end where magnetic north pole is located, or the compass where the needle magnetic north is located, that side geographic south pole will be there. Means south pole of the earth. What is here geographic south pole? South pole of the earth. Here magnetic is different, geographic is different. The magnet will have two poles. They are called magnetic north pole, magnetic south pole. But the earth also will have two poles. One at one end, another one at other end. So the end part of the earth towards which magnetic north is showing, that will be south pole of the earth. That behaves as south pole of the earth, because unlike poles attract. Why the magnetic north is coming here? Because there is south pole. Because there is south pole. Whose south pole? Earth south pole is there. So that's why we named it as geographic south pole. In the same way, here magnetic south is there. Means there will be north pole. Of what? North pole of the earth. North pole of the earth, which we call it as geographic north pole. So earth also will have poles at two ends, like a geographic south pole, geographic north pole, but they are in reverse to the magnetic poles. They will behave in reverse to the magnetic poles. Okay. So earth is also a huge or giant, very big bar magnet, because of which compass will show directional property. Okay, children. How to take care of magnets? How to take care of magnets? Already in previous class we have told a magnet can lose its property when dropping from a height, hitting with a hammer, applying heat, or improper storage. Improper storage. If we do these kind of things, it will lose its magnetic property. It will lose its magnetic property. So here we have to take care of the magnetic property. How to take care? That we have to learn. Here, see now, dropping from a height. Here, hitting with a hammer. Here, applying heat. In these cases, the magnet will lose its property. Which property? Attraction property, repulsion property, directional property. After losing the property, it won't behave like a magnet. It won't behave like a magnet. It won't behave like a magnet. So here, to keep them safe, the bar magnets should be kept in pairs with their unlike poles on the same side. Unlike poles on the same side, that is one thing, and they must be separated by a piece of wood. By a piece of wood, while two pieces of soft iron should be placed across their ends. across their ends. Okay. Means like this. Here bar magnet should be kept in pairs. This is the first magnet, this is the second magnet. First magnet or second magnet. Okay. Piece of wood, they should be separated by a piece of wood. And soft iron pieces. Here this is soft iron, here also soft iron. Soft iron means which one it is? Soft iron which acts like a temporary magnet. Which acts like a temporary magnet. Okay. Because repulsion force will be greater than the attraction force. Here actually we are telling that unlike poles should be on the same side. Here this side north, south, south, north, like that we have to arrange, and we have to keep wood in the middle, and we have to keep temporary magnets across the ends, so that if we keep in this way, then it won't lose its magnetic property. It won't lose its magnetic property. Okay. That is one thing. So for horseshoe magnet, if this is a horseshoe magnet, we have to keep a iron. We have to keep a iron piece across the poles. Across the poles. So why we are keeping like this, we can learn later. So for taking care of magnets, to keep them strong, to keep them not losing their strength, we have to arrange them in boxes with this proper arrangement. With this proper arrangement. Okay, children. So let's revise what we have learned today. So here, poles of magnet, the end parts of magnet where attraction power is more. They will have two poles, north pole and south pole. Between two poles, two properties will work: attraction property, repulsion property. Unlike poles, attract; like poles, repel. Unlike poles, acts like friends. We can observe attraction. Like poles, acts like enemies. We can observe repulsion. It is also having one more property called directional property. Means when it is suspended freely, it always comes to rest or aligns itself in the direction of north and south. That's why we call it as leading stone or lodestone, which is helpful in finding the directions, especially while traveling in sea. If you break a magnet, each small piece will behave like a magnet with north and south pole. Single pole do not exist. So nowadays we are making use of magnets for varieties of purposes, but in olden days they used to they mainly used it for finding the directions. Even they have developed a instrument called compass. So means which is in a small glass case, one magnetic needle will be there. With that we can find the direction. The needle which is pivoted with on a nail. Pivoted on a nail. So the compass always shows north and south direction on the earth. On the earth. Why means? Because it is under the influence of earth. Under the influence of earth. Here, earth is a huge magnet. Earth is a huge magnet. Because of that magnet, this compass is behaving or moving towards north and south direction. Magnetic north magnetic north is there means we have to assume their geographic south pole will be there. The place where magnetic south is there, their geographic north will be there. Why means unlike poles will attract because of that. The magnet will lose its property because of dropping, hitting, applying heat and improper storage. So because of these things, so we have to take care. How to take care? If a bar magnet means in the middle wooden piece we have to keep, at both across the ends we have to keep soft iron piece. Horseshoe means we have to keep across the poles iron piece we have to keep. In this way we can store the magnets, we can take care of the magnets. Thank you children. So thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates. Thank you. Have a good day.